What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like legendary announcer and sports analyst Bob Costas weighs in on this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Chennedy Carter situation. Guys, he took the gloves off for this one here. We got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Just like I knew it would, man, this Caitlin Clark and Chennedy Carter situation is getting completely out of hand. I told you guys it was going to be a long week of reporting, and sure enough, it has been so far, bruh. Within 24 hours, we done seen ESPN analysts Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee all under fire. Pat McAfee issued out an apology yesterday. We done seen other guys go back and forth with this debate, and one person who hasn't said anything at all is Caitlin Clark, bruh. And I gotta respect her for that. She ain't all on social media saying nothing. Said what she had to say in the press conference. Christy Side said what she had to say in the press conference and left the whole situation alone. Now, other folks, on the other hand, they keep talking about it, keep feeding into these negative stories, and that is what I have an issue with. Now, with all that being said, Chennedy Carter did speak with reporters yesterday about the incident that happened, and this is what she had to say. It's being reported that Chennedy Carter says she has no regrets for the foul on Caitlin Clark and stated, "I'm going to compete." Carter initially said after the 71-70 loss to the Indiana Fever that she ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions, but she and Angel spoke with reporters yesterday together after practice, where she talked about the last 2 days since the foul had occurred. And she began the media session by saying she had no regrets about what happened. This is exactly what Chennedy Carter had to say. Let's pull it up right now. She stated, "I'm going to compete and play 100% hard, no matter who it is or who we playing," Carter stated. She went on to say she has no complaints for how much flack she had received the Sky have gotten since the game, the foul, and general treatment of Caitlin Clark since she made her WNBA debut, and has been one of the biggest sports topics of conversation on television and social media. So that is what Chennedy Carter had to say about this entire situation. And once again, I still feel the same way, bro. You have to take responsibilities for your actions. You say you ain't got no regrets, all this and that. You know that was a cheap shot. What if somebody would have did that to you? I'm just saying. Moving on to another story. Sports analyst and sports announcer Bob Costas took the gloves off when it comes to this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation. This is what he said on CNN late last night. Let's pull it up.
And she is the other big star right now in WNBA. Listen.
People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role. The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too, and I want y'all to realize that.
I have to stop it right here, bruh. I completely agree with Angel Reese. It is her too, along with Cameron Brink, Camila Cardoso, and a host of other rookies that came in. It wasn't just her and Caitlin that did it. Everybody played a role in the eyes that's been brought to the WNBA. But I gotta keep it real. Nobody played a bigger role than Caitlin Clark with this new media attention with the WNBA. Let's finish the clip.
He's talking about the championship game
Right,
a
that
year
they were
ago,
both a part of.
LSU
Yeah.
versus Iowa, and LSU prevailed. But to your earlier point, there was an incident recently. Alyssa Thomas, who happens to be African-American, grabbed Angel Reese by the throat and threw her to the floor. Flagrant 2, ejected from the game. The reason why that doesn't spark as much conversation isn't just that Caitlin Clark is a bigger star than Alyssa Thomas. It's because it's a black-on-black incident,
Wow.
and you don't have that dynamic that people can comment on, yes, but also exaggerate and make the entire story sometimes.
And also, no
that
one
is really
cares.
that is between
no
the
one
lines. What's
cared
going
about
on
the
here.
WNBA when women of a certain color were beating up and bruising each other, because it's been happening since the league's inception. We have this star, this person that people love. They want to protect her. So now the new fans and the new analysts and the new people have so much to say. Bob, thank you for saying that and acknowledging that, because you're a legend in this sport. And you are also gracious enough to say, look, I'm not an expert in the WNBA, but what I do know from the history and what I do know, this is why she is being treated this way, and why no one cares about
I've seen it in every sport.
I mean,
a newcomer is tested and to some extent resented.
That was Bob Costas taking the gloves off, telling like it is, bruh. He called it a black-on-black crime, and I gotta 100% agree with him, bro. People should have been outraged like this when Angel Reese took her hard foul, but they wasn't, dog. We gotta hold everybody to the same standard. We gotta quit this divide. Now, going back to Angel Reese.
Can you the mic?
JJ knocked me down?
No, you don't understand.
Oh, you go check the film. JJ knocked me down. She didn't get a flagrant one, though. Yeah, she got a regular foul, but it was the same thing. It was the same thing. But we can't pick and choose when players get flagrant fouls and flagrant ones.
Oh, 100%. I was just trying to.
But no, go check the clip. It's the same. All right.
Thank you.
Go Sky.
Thank you.
That was Angel Reese weighing in on her foul that she was also.